I've got some crimps here and some plastic coated wire, and I'm going to show you how we attach these. This wire is really nice and strong. It's a sort of twisted cable with a plastic coating over the top of it, but it means it doesn't knot, so we need to use the crimps. So, tiny little crimp, pop that onto the wire first. Then we've got these crimping pliers. Now if you close these and actually hold them up to the light, you'll see that there's two sections in there. The top space is a kind of oval space, and the next one down is a kind of curved kidney shape. That's the one we're going to use first, so position the crimp in that curved kidney shape and squash. What that does, it will flatten the crimp but also slightly bend it. So what we do next is we need to turn the crimp 90 degrees before we put it in the top space, which is the oval one. And when we squash down on there, that actually folds the crimp in half, as well as squashing it onto the wire. So it's nice and neat and small and secure. We then want to put a cover over that just to finish it off. These are like a small bead with an opening at one side. So I hold them in the pliers with the opening to the top, and then you can just sit the crimp inside there and just squeeze gently. You don't want to squeeze too hard because you're going to lose the roundness of the crimp cover. So we can pop a bead on, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to take a crimp and pop that on first, and we're going to do the same thing with the pliers. So first of all, it's the second space down in the pliers. Now you want the crimp close to the bead, but you need to leave a tiny gap because you've got to have room to get the cover around the crimp. So squash it in that second gap, turn it 90 degrees again, and then up to the top gap and squash it so that it folds in half. Again, we're going to put the crimp cover on, so in the same way, hold them in the pliers with the opening at the top and pop the crimp in there. And again, squeeze firmly but gently to keep the roundness of the cover, and that you can see will then hold the bead in place.